You know, if you want to buy something that you're going to use for more than 1 year, close your eyes and buy the highest, best quality ever. You will always love it that way. You will never regret buying something of high quality that lasts for a long time. You know, I'll start with a phone. This phone I'm using to record this is not a camera, it's a phone. It's iPhone. All my life I've always used Android, and I've never seen the need for iPhone. Even to today, I still prefer Android. Some things I can do on my Android phone, I can't do it on iPhone. For instance, Truecaller. If somebody's calling me now, I need to see whether they are spam or not. Is it a scammer? The Truecaller does not really work well on iPhones, you know, and a whole lot of things. Usage is not, user experience is not that wonderful. To me, I still prefer Android. But you can't compare the camera quality. Jeez. The overall quality of the phone, you can't compare it. You know, and why did I buy the iPhone? Because I went and bought a camera. You know, standard camera to use to shoot videos. After shooting 2 or 3 videos, I discovered that the process is too long. I'll set my camera, configure lighting, configure this, put green light at the back, yellow, green, blue. You know all those bloggers, the way they do it. And then I'll shoot. I'll hold microphone, then I'll shoot. After shooting, I'll transfer it to my laptop, and then I'll start editing. Before I could finish all this, man, it's too stressful. I need something I can shoot once immediately and upload immediately and go and sleep. So I decided, okay, it's better I buy an iPhone, right? So I went to the market and I told them I need the best iPhone possible. So they told me this one I'm using now is 1 terabyte. Most iPhones you see is 256 gig, the memory 128, they'll be flaunting it. This one is 1 terabyte. Since I bought it 3 years ago, I've never had an issue ever in my life with memory. All this memory full, phone data, they delete some, I've never had it. All the videos I've ever shot are still in the phone. You know, they go, space the day. And you know I'm a heavy user of data. I shoot videos all the time. It's still there. Then you start talking about overall quality. The battery life is still as good as it was when I bought it. I charge the phone, I have peace of mind. You know, some iPhone, people go to carry cord for neck. They will carry cord on their, so that if they go to their friend's place, they will start charging it immediately. These are old iPhones. This one is 13 Pro Max, works perfectly fine. I don't care if this is the best iPhone advice you have got. If you can afford it, go and get it. You understand? That's why it was expensive then. Then 850,000. That was what I bought this phone. Even now, it's still a lot of money for a lot of people. But it has, the peace of mind it has given me is more than 850,000. It has given me perfect peace of mind. I don't get issues with this phone. And the way the phone is, I can still use it for another 5 years. I'm somebody that uses something very long. Except the camera starts getting blurry. If it starts, maybe I can change it. Apart from that, the phone is working perfectly. The microphone, I've never repaired anything in this phone. It's working. Why? Because I closed my eyes and I bought something that was valuable. I can give you more example. This laptop now, I bought this laptop in 2017. This is Mac, 2017. You know? So let's count it. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. This is 7 years since I bought this laptop. I've never had one single issue with this laptop. It's still working as perfectly as it worked before. In fact, if I open it, it starts immediately. Look, it don't start. There's no delay. There's no loading that you see on other computers. It's still working perfectly. The only thing I've ever changed is when the hard disk crashed. I took it to the repairer. They removed the crashed hard disk and put the new one. That is it. I've never had any other issue. And I'm somebody that I'm very, very careful. This laptop has even fallen. If you look at this now, here, there's a dent. I don't know if you can see it from the camera. There's also another dent here. These are the times it has fallen from my hand. It's still working. This laptop, I bought it that time, 500,000 naira. That was 2017. This 500,000 naira then was big money. Even till now, some of these laptops are not even sold up to that. It was big money. And I didn't even buy it brand new. It was not brand new. It was fairly used. I bought it from the market fairly used. The only thing is that when you want to buy from Apple laptop from the market. It has this I think they call it charge cycle. How many times they have ever plugged the charger? The laptop is counting how many times the charger has been plugged. So if you check it, you can know how fairly used it is. When I bought this, it was like only 40 times that they have ever charged it. So the owner may have just used it like a few months, you know. It has been perfectly working since then. So the peace of mind it has given me, the time it has saved me. Normally if I open laptop, I have to wait from, depending on how fast the laptop, from few seconds to a few minutes for it to finish loading. This laptop does not hang. Anything I click, and again the memory is 1 terabyte. So I told them to remove the 256 terabyte there and install 1 terabyte. I don't want to hear say memory or anything. The front camera is perfect. Everything is perfect. The audio, if I'm discussing with people, if I'm recording videos, if you watch any of my tutorials, you know, since I bought this laptop, I've never used external mic. I have external mic. I have all those gadgets. I don't use them because I'm recording on Mac. The microphone on the Mac is sometimes even better than external mic. It's perfect. Do you understand? So if you're watching, if you want to buy something, close your eyes and buy the best one once and for all. Especially if it's something that you're going to use for more than 1 year. You know, some people do that when they want to rent a house. You see 2 houses. This one is much better than this one. Then, but there's a little price difference. You can afford that one that is much better, but you're trying to play smart, so you go and take the cheaper one. For the next 2-3 years you're in that cheaper house, it's inconvenience. The poorer the house, the more likely that you're going to have issues with the neighbor. You understand? You take a cheap house, tomorrow your wife is fighting with neighbor, or your child is fighting with neighbor's child, everything, or they are fighting in the streets, they are shooting, before you know it, armed robbery will come and steal, pack all your cars. If you can afford a better house, you know in your bank account you can afford, don't play smart, you can't get that better house. I'm telling you. Same thing with cars. Sometimes you go to a car lot to pick a car, they present 2 identical cars. Let's say 2015 of that car, identical. They are telling you that this one is way cheaper than this one. You are trying to play smart to take the cheap one. You will regret it, because the amount of repairs you're going to do, the money it will cost you will eventually pass that one. You get? So if you go, that one they are telling you that is slightly above your budget, but you know that if you dip your hand inside your pocket well, you can afford that more expensive one. Pick that one for peace of mind. You understand? When people want to buy a car, they chat me up. I tell them, buy a car that if you wake up every morning, you can 100% be sure that if you start it, it will start. You know, you don't need cars that will be surprising you. Imagine dressing for an interview, you just go do everything, go to your garage, you start car, you not start. Or you go for a date, park the car will park, you enter the restaurant, you and the girl will gist everything. When you now come out to go and drop her, you start the car, you not start. Or more embarrassment. She will now start thinking that you borrowed the car to even come. So when you want to buy something, if your money no reach, relax. Let's say you go to buy a car and your money is not up to the best car there that you can afford. It's shorting a little. You know, relax a few months, top up your money, come back and pick the car. You know, anything that you're going to use, any material possession you're going to use for a long time. Same thing with husband and wife. Sometimes when you're in a hurry, especially as a man, it's women that don't have much of the options. But as a man, sometimes when you are in a hurry saying, I must marry this year, I must marry this year, you might go and pick Jezebel. She will cut your ear. If we see you in 5 years' time, you'll be a total shadow of yourself because you picked the wrong woman. If you now say you want to leave her, another legal battle, start fighting divorce. Have you seen people going through divorce? Dang. Some people, once they are done with the whole divorce process, they develop gray hair. Gray hair will come out because of what? Stress over a year. Thinking. So when you want to pick a wife or a husband, you have to calm down. It's better you come down and pick the right one for you.